Hey everyone, my name is God'swill Macaulay, or you can call me Wills. And a month ago, I decided to start web development. I discovered web development, and it's been a week so far since I started documenting my journey. So stay along with me as I take you through my journey, my struggles, my challenges, and what's next for me for the next week. Um, I hope to see you at the end of the video. So, how did it all start? Um, a month ago, I felt useless. I felt like I wasn't doing enough. I knew about websites and web pages and all that, but I didn't know anything about HTML. I didn't know anything about data. I didn't know anything about elements and alternatives, all whatnot. I had no idea whatsoever. So I was genuinely curious to learn a skill, and I found out that designing code was like a calling to me because I love seeing things properly placed in a particular place and arranged. So so I decided to do some research with ChatGPT, and that's where I discovered Free Code Camp. And I won't lie, it's been a blast on Free Code Camp. Free Code Camp is amazing. They have different courses on responsive web design, JavaScript, artificial certification, whatever you want, it's on there. So far on responsive web design, I've been able to complete the HTML session, the computer session, and I'm going to CSS session next. Let's see how day one went. Let me take you through day one. So this is how day one went. Day one, I was I was nervous a bit, but I was determined to start. Mind you, I have been studying for a month, but this was just day one of me documenting my journey. I recently just returned to social media accounts because I'm not a social media person, but for what is what, I have to like return back, and here I am. So on that day, I opened my TikTok account. I was genuinely a novice when it comes to content creation and editing, so I felt I just needed two pictures, two images was enough for me because what I was really invested in was learning for the day. And at that point, I was already at accessibility part of my lesson. So that was like the ending part of HTML session. So I took two pictures and I opened my TikTok account and I uploaded the first documentary online, and we did very well because at least that was the starting point. It gave me foundation, it gave me a structure of okay, this is what my next phase of life is going to look like, and I'm about to build on this. So day one felt like a new beginning, a new start, and I was very genuinely excited. I couldn't wait to start day two. So day two, as exciting as happy as I was for day two to start, it was cut short. I had no power supply, I had no light, and I could just study like I couldn't study all day. It felt like backsliding to me, but I knew what I wanted to do. So once the power supply came out at night, I was up and ready. I was just so focused on trying to like complete this HTML section and everything else. But I couldn't document it though because all the documentaries I did, all the images I took were taken at night. So I just decided to like document day two and day three all in one at the same time. You can see how much progress I've made so far. I'm making so much progress. Set up my social media accounts, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok with Twitter too. And then I uploaded my first video on Facebook, the second video on TikTok, and then the first video on YouTube. You could tell the progress I made because today I learned what content creators go through, and oh god, whoever knew that video editing could be so hard. But that's a story for another day because that's a skill acquired because and every day I'm going to be using that skill, and I guess I'm going to be improving as we get along. and you can see how my video is coming along. My next documentary video came along. It went so well. It was so good. It did so beautifully well. And then I'll see you in day 4. No, which one I'll see you in day 4. I don't see you in day 4. Day 4 is going to happen now. So day 4 was all about confidence. We're just going to call it day 3 so that the documentary goes well. So that and the thing rhymes with what you're seeing on your screen. The video rhymes, everything goes with it. So let's just say day 3 of me documenting my web journey. So day 3 was all about confidence. It was all about me being confident in myself, and yes, I could tell I've improved a whole lot from when I started. Watch with me. Let me take you along. So today I built my first HTML project. I debugged my first website, and I used the Lifesaver. Now the Lifesaver is simply just something that you install on the VS Code, when that's the Visual Studio Code editor, and then you use it. Like once it's installed, you don't have to like refresh your web page every time you code or every time you type a new code. Once you save your code, it automatically reflects on your website without you need to refresh it. So that's basically what the Lifesaver does. And yes, it really did save my life. It saved my life and a whole lot of stress. So after that, I delved into making my documentary for the day, which was the voiceover. And boy, oh boy, boy, oh boy, that was crazy. That was really crazy. But I did it at the end of the day. It went so well. The video did nice. Seeing as that's my first voiceover ever, like I think I'm very proud of myself. I'm very proud of myself. And you can see how my web page came along. And at night I had to like do more editing, do more coding, and adding more elements to my web page and everything. But let me tell you something. The most challenging part of building this HTML project wasn't even about debugging or about typing elements. Before this image that you are seeing on this website could reflect, before it reflected, I linked, and I'm glad I finally did it. I did it, but this was so challenging. This was first challenge of my life. Like when it came to like building outside Freako camp, this was my challenge. But that was just the 3 of it. The 3 was a basic milestone. Like I did so well, and I'm so genuinely proud of myself. And you could tell I couldn't wait to start day 5. So day 5, which is basically day 4 of me documenting my web journey, was okay. Was a nice day. It was just a normal, genuine day. Today I went back to learning on free code camp, and today's lesson was computers, learning about computers. And yes, I felt really stupid at first, because I was like, why would a grown-up man like me be learning about computers? I mean, I went to school, I know what a computer does, I know I can use a computer to play games, I know computer files, I know parts of the computer, the CPU and all whatnot. But guess what, guys? I got stopped. Just few minutes into the lesson, I was like, okay, I really need to take this serious, because yes, it was another learning process for me, because I got to learn more about computers and tools developers use in making web pages and all whatnot. And yes, did you know that a simple thing as a file name, a bad file name, can affect your website? It's as simple as that. Simple thing as a file name would spoil your code. You coded for a long time and you use the wrong file name and it's gone. That's crazy. But today was so nice. Before was nice, was lovely, because it was another learning process for me. And I also did my video edits, I did my upload for the day on all my social media platforms, and I logged off due to low battery. Yes, I logged off due to low battery. But I could tell I wasn't satisfied, because immediately power came back at night. I was back making progress on my website, adding more elements, and you could see the final preview of what my page looks like, my web page looks like. This page is still there. I'm going to be improving on it as we go along, so you'll be seeing more of this page. I'll be adding more and more and more things to this page, because this is like a starting point. It's like a starting foundation for what I've been building. So yes guys, this is what my final web page looks like, and I'll see you in day 5. So day five was basically to continue learning, complete my course for the day, and I set about it very, very well. And you could tell I couldn't wait to fire down this day 5, learn more about computers, because there are most support computers than generally meets the eye. So today we completed working with file systems and working with web browsers, how to browse the web effectively. I learned how to search. Like all my life I've been thinking I know how to search online, but I don't. Do you know that you can search specifically for a particular word by adding quotation marks to it, and then you can search for pages that include words by adding prefix of plus and minus, like what's excluding this is for minus, and we use plus sign to look for words included in a web page. That was crazy, because I really did not know any of this. And if you asked me this a month ago, I wouldn't know. So we've seen how much progress we've made in just 6 days into learning. And then I did my second voiceover today, and today was cheap, it was simple as ABC. All I had to do was get my voice right, because that's the only challenge I had, was get my voice right. And the video was very okay, did very well. I did the upload for the documentary, and I spent the rest of the day thinking about this review. I wrote down ideas. I wrote down different ideas. You could tell, like the ideas I wrote. This is the piece of paper I used yesterday. So I was busy writing down ideas for this review, and asking ChatGPT for things, ideas, how to improve, how to make a video, how to make a YouTube review video feel natural and genuine, and I'll see what you guys think about it at the end of the video. And I also made a documentary about it, so if you're watching this when this goes live, be sure to check it out on all my social media platforms. I genuinely can't wait for you guys to see how much I've progressed so far, and stay tuned guys. So that's it for day 5, and yesterday. Be sure to check out the documentary later that I'll be uploading later on today. And what next? So what have I learned this week? What has this week taught me? I've learned so much this week. Learned HTML, completed my HTML session, learned about computers, built my first website, used VS Code, learned about Lifesaver. I did my voiceover. Now know how to edit and make videos. That's so much progress in a week. Saying that 1 month ago I had no idea about any of this. Like none of this was possible, none of this was available, none of this was done. But what surprised me the most this week was how consistent I've been able to be. I never knew that about myself, and how eager I am to create, how creative I can be, to want to like create, bring new ideas. I'm chasing perfection, and that surprised me the most this week. But what was hard this week was linking an image, uploading an image to a website. That was my challenge with this week. That was hard for me. That was harder than I expected. Also, the voiceover was harder than I expected, because I genuinely just expected to like just describe what you were doing, but it wasn't that simple at the end of the day. But what I enjoyed the most was creating. Whoa, I created. Like every single day I go on to look at that web page. I know it's not finished yet, saying that I've not started CSS, so there's no design, there's no beauty, there's no color on it. But every single time I add something new to that web page, it tells a whole lot about me, tells a whole lot about how far I've come and my progress so far, and I'm genuinely excited. That's the part I enjoyed the most about this week. So what I'm most proud of this week is my social media accounts, and I've been able to get them online, to get audiences on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and I've not done any uploads on Twitter so far. I think I'm not ready for that space yet, because I heard that Twitter is a whole new level of crazy. So I'm very proud of myself. And saying that a week ago I didn't do none of this, and now I'm building my first HTML project outside Freecode Camp. I'm becoming more confident in myself as the day goes by. I'm bringing myself out to the world, and this is me on camera, you can imagine. So it's been a blast of a week so far. My challenges this week has been fatigue. I've been feeling tired and having problem balancing the time, editing videos, learning, uploading, keeping up with my documentaries and everything. And there was something that really made me feel down this week. And I saw some discouraging posts online about web developers not being able, having jobs online and being useless. Like basically that AI can replace a web developer and all that. And as discouraging as that was, I mean that made me question myself, like, did I choose the right career? Did I do the right, am I doing the right thing? So after seeing all that post, feeling like people feeling AI can replace humans when it comes to web developers and all whatnot, I just had to remind myself why I started, because I love what I'm doing. There's so much knowledge out there, like there's so much knowledge in web development, so much creativity, there's peace, there's freedom to be able to like explore, to be able to like do you, add yourself and add your image to something. You become an identity, like identify with a particular thing, adding your identity to something. And that's genuinely what I love, something I genuinely want to be part of. I'm doing this because I love the process, I love what I'm doing, and I want to build. I genuinely want to like look at this in a few months time and know that I built something special. So what's next for me is this week I'm starting CSS this week, which is an exciting journey. Can't wait to be adding some designs and some coloration to my webpage and whatnot. You'll be seeing them online. You'll be seeing my progress as we go on through the documentaries. That's if you're following me on my social media platforms. So you'll be seeing them. I'll be making my websites better, learning about GIT and GIT Hub, that's GitHub, and how to make my website live. I was thinking about doing it yesterday, but I slept off because I was tired. So I will be considering that this week and continue my documentation. So if you're sure to follow me, you'll be seeing more and more of my progress, and I'll be sure to keep you guys updated and make it as genuine and as real as possible, so you grow with me. So that's it for the week one review, guys. If you've watched this far, thank you so very much. I appreciate you. I wanted to say I care about you, but I guess that's how messy your week one review should look like. But then thank you so much, guys. If you watched this far, you made it just like Bella, except she's sleeping all through as usual. So I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm genuinely proud of this journey. Let's hope we build something special.